I'm Chef Brenner of Bold Organics. We produce allergen-free foods, including a delicious line of frozen pizzas. Today I'm doing for you something a little different. This is going to be a gluten-free and dairy-free fried chicken. This is a quintessential American food, just like our pizzas are. To start this off, we're going to be doing the dry ingredients first. Here I have a potato starch. I also have a tapioca starch. And I have brown rice flour. I've got 2 parts of the brown rice flour to 1 part of each of the other 2. And this is a nice mix of starches that I've found. I think they do exactly what you want a normal flour to do. Into this I'm going to add the seasoning. This is kosher salt. I have granulated garlic. We have some cayenne pepper. I know that seems like a lot. It's going to be the deal though. We have onion powder. And then we have black pepper. Black pepper is also the key. We're going to mix this up really good. Now what's great about this recipe also is you use the exact same spices in the marinade. I like to marinate the chicken about at least an hour before, but usually I do it about a day before. And in that marinade goes a little bit of rice milk, and then again it's the same spices, half the amount though. So black pepper, onion powder, cayenne, a little bit of garlic, salt, and then here's another little kick that I'm going to do. I'm going to use a little bit of vinegar. What this is going to do is mimic the flavor of buttermilk, which is exactly what I'm going for. So here we have our marinade, and then we have our flour. And you'll see that those are both ready to go. I also am going to take the chicken, and I've already done all these, but what I like to do is just perforate the chicken a little bit. You'll see how I just made some little knife cuts into this. You can also use a fork, but the idea is that it helps the marinade really penetrate into the meat. So we'll put these into the marinade. Normally this would go into the fridge for, like I said, an hour to about 2 a day. It doesn't really matter. So I'm going to let that go. Got my flour ready. Into the pan here, I've got the pan really hot. I'm kind of a fan of the old pan-fried chicken, so that's what I'm going to do. I have some grapeseed oil here. Grapeseed oil has a very high smoke point. Another oil you could use is like a good olive oil. I like the blend. The grapeseed oil has a very high smoke point. The olive oil has a lower smoke point, but a lot of flavor. So as the pan's getting hot, you want this to be really, really screaming hot. I'm just going to take 1 wet hand, so my left hand will always go into the wet ingredients. My right hand is always going into the dry ingredients and staying dry. Just get a good, nice coating on this. I'm waiting for the pan to start to move. They call it the dance. So I'm watching the oil move a little bit here. When I drop the chicken in, it's going to sizzle, and it's good to go. So I've got each of these going into the pan. You're going to want to cook it till it just gets golden brown. And then I like to take it out of the oven, take it out and put it in the oven for about 20 minutes. Make sure that it's cooked all the way through. And then when you bring it out, you can always crisp it under the broiler or something. You can also cook it directly in the pan. If you just want to let it sit in this pan and cook the whole time, just be very careful because sometimes these alternate starches tend to brown a little bit more than a regular flour. So I've got these in the skillet. They're cooking away. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when it comes right out of the oven. Okay, so here we have the fried chicken, gluten-free, dairy-free. It is absolutely delicious. The flavors on this are just completely banging, very spicy, very bold. Check out bold-organic.com and get this recipe and many others. This will also have more information on the various starches you can use and why we use those starches. Enjoy.